Okay. Hello. Not starting off very well because I already see that I've dropped half the frames. This is a common me streaming problem. The good news is that we might actually finish this joint, so okay, yeah. I just remembered that we've gone back to Morgan POV here for a second. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? I am feeling a little down, but I figured this is kind of what I need, is to stream and play this game, because I really kind of want to finish it. I have this feeling I need to finish this game. Not in a way I'm tired of it or something. It's just I need to find out what happens. I just need to get to the end and see what's going on here, because it's very good and I like these characters, but it's also I don't want to rush myself with it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I close the door to Tara's room and lean against it to steady myself. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened. I have family, real family that doesn't want to hurt me. And I'm not just talking about Abigail. When I was watching the three of them talk and laugh together, I felt like I was home. Like, this is where I've always belonged.
Hey, you okay?
Tara!
Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry, just trying to wrap my head around all this.
I getcha. There's a lot to unpack. You can take your time with it. I guess that means now isn't really a good time to talk, huh?
What do you mean?
I wanted to talk to you about something, or ask you about something, I don't know. It can wait if you still want to work on getting your stuff sorted.
Is something wrong?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I've just been thinking about some stuff.
Like...
Tara takes a deep breath and scoots back on the bed. She curls her legs upwards towards herself, taking on a surprisingly subdued posture.
It's, well... You know how Abby's been calling us a couple all day? Even though we told her we're not?
Yeah, she's not very good at taking hints.
I'm not sure if that's it. I think she's just, direct. Kinda like you. Runs in the family, I guess. I know we agreed that we were going to stay friends, or whatever you'd call this, until this is all over. I get that.
Fuck buddies. That's kind of the way Tara was purporting it, and then it's girl, I don't know if that's the best way to do things. But then also, I'm literally, wanting to talk. That's
After seeing the two of them, I'm not sure if I feel like that anymore.
Oh?
We've still got a lot of shit left to deal with. We still don't have a plan, but I think that's okay.
Maturity from Tara, let's go. She shrugs half-heartedly and looks down. I want to give her a hug, but I can't move.
Abby put a name on this thing we have when we couldn't, and maybe she's wrong, but I don't want her to be. I really love you, Morgan. I don't want to deny that. I want to be closer than just friends that love each other.
Don't.
The word leaves my mouth before I have a chance to think about it.
What?
Please don't ask.
I'm sorry. I thought...
It's not that I don't want to. That's why I'm asking you not to say it. Because I know I'll say yes if you do.
She looks up at me, and I can practically hear the cogs turning in her head.
Why don't you want to say yes?
People get hurt when they get close to me. I don't even like having friends because of how guilty I feel when Evelyn gets in the way. I'm already so close to you. Closer than I've ever been to anyone. But if I put a label on it, that part of me just feels like it would put you in more danger.
I feel so stupid saying it out loud. It's just a word. Why am I so afraid of a word?
Besides, I've never had a girlfriend before. I don't know what it could mean for me. Or for you.
What do you mean? What about the one that taught you how to knit?
Oh no, how could I have forgotten about that lie? It was just so easy to say back then. It made me seem like I knew what I was doing. Made it easier to ignore what happened with those girls. Tara's understood everything about me, but I still don't want to tell her about what I did with them, or why I did it.
Hey, it's cool. I've had plenty of girls lie about having girlfriends before. It's just a thing people do. We can just forget about it. We're past lies now, right?
Her words stab at me like needles. It's not like she's trying to force this out of me. I could even tell myself that this isn't a lie, that it's just not telling her about something she never asked about.
There's more to it than a simple lie.
Wait, what am I saying? What am I doing?
There are still things I haven't told you about me. About what I've done. Things that could make you change your mind.
Tara manages a weak smile. It's hard to be reassuring when you don't know what you're reassuring someone about.
If you don't want to date, that's okay. I get it. But nothing you can tell me is going to change how I feel about you.
She sits forward again and pats a spot on the bed next to her, but right now, I'd rather be miles away from her, not closer. I hate feeling like this. I finally learned how to get close to people, and now I'm pushed back to pushing her away.
Do you remember what I called myself the first time we talked to Jailadora?
Shell. But you know that's bullshit now, right? We're gonna make sure Evelyn can't get in your head anymore.
Evelyn isn't the only one that made me feel that way.
My throat feels dry. I need something to drink, but I know what'll happen if I stop. If this closes, it won't open again.
I didn't learn how to knit from an ex-girlfriend. I learned from Hannah. I had feelings for her. We were close. But she cut off all contact with me when I told her how I felt. Word travels fast in Eisenfeld. Within a week, everyone in the village knew I was gay. That's when bad things started happening to Hannah. She slipped on a patch of ice and broke her leg. A few days later, her dog died. The next week, she came down with the worst flu any of us had ever seen. I knew it was Evelyn's doing. But who was going to believe me? As far as they were concerned, all this happened because she rejected me. I'm pretty sure some of the older people in the village still think I'm a witch.
I clench my fists, digging my nails as far into my palms as they'll go before my limbs freeze up. As far as they'll go until the icy hex within me takes over again.
Nobody talked to me for a month. You told me that you spoke to some girls our age back when you were doing interviews. Did you ask them about me?
Yeah, we did.
What did they say?
Nothing really bad or anything. One of them seemed closer to you than the other two, and her friend was kind of teasing her about it. Just typical stuff.
As if any of them have the right to mock each other. They're all the same.
I probably slept with her.
Whoa. I wait for Tara to voice her disbelief, but she doesn't say a word.
After Hannah got better, girls started coming by the store. They always had some kind of excuse. They'd start dropping hints. Talk about how they'd always been curious about what it was like to be with a girl. How they didn't have anywhere to be that day.
I still can't look at her. Any rational person would judge me for this. I know I've judged myself plenty.
They always left right after. Most of them wouldn't talk about it. They'd just go back to their normal lives. I guess some of them talked, though. Soon enough, I got a reputation. I knew I was being used. I resigned myself to being a shell. So I let them use that shell.
I don't know when I started moving, but before I know it, I'm standing by the bed.
Evelyn never let me feel like this body belonged to me. She chose my clothes, she chose my style, she even chose what I do with my hair. It was her body, and she wanted it how she liked it.
I can't keep standing. As much as I want to push away, I sit down next to Tara, looking at her face. I can't tell what she's thinking. My mind runs through every worst-case scenario as I make myself push onward.
But things have been different with you. For the first time, sex started to mean something. Being open started to seem possible. Being myself started to seem possible. But all I know about myself is how easy it is for other people to use me. If I go out into the world and live for myself, I don't know what kind of person I'm going to become.
The shaking has started to subside, replaced by a painful knot in my gut. Almost there. I can make it.
What if I end up becoming someone you can't love? What if my shell is the only worthwhile part of me?
Without warning, Tara throws her arms around me and pulls me close. I wrap my arms around her waist without even thinking.
You're not a shell, Morgan. You're the furthest thing from that. Just because someone tried to make you something other than yourself, or because people took advantage of you, that can't destroy the real you. That you has always been there. And I know it a lot better than you might think.
She nuzzles my neck, and I can feel the dampness of her cheeks. She's crying.
You've got passion, you've got personality, you've got conviction, you've got so much awesome stuff in you that I couldn't name it all if you gave me a whole week. All of that is the real you. And that's the girl I'm in love with. The girl I want to be with no matter what. And I want to put a name on it so you know that'll never change.
We pull apart, and she wipes the tears from her eyes.
I don't really know a non-cheesy way to put it, so... will you be my girlfriend?
If you're okay with everything I've done, with everything I still have to do, then how could I say no?
Oh my gosh. I love all the Tara noises. Tara instantly lets out a long wheeze and clutches her hand to her chest. Is she okay?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just give me a minute. I feel like my body's trying to overcome being allergic to commitment right now.
I awkwardly pat her on the shoulder. It's obvious that neither of us have any idea what you're supposed to do in this situation like this. Tara grabs me by the waist and gently leads us over to the bed. I press my forehead against hers, and for once, allow myself to be comforted. She strokes my hair. Time slows to a standstill. We kiss. This could be our last night together, but in a way, it's our first night together too. And I'm going to make the most of it. I hold Tara close in my arms. She's nestled close to me. The sun is long gone, but the moon is bright enough to illuminate her smile. I'm smiling too. I close my eyes and let myself relax. I think I might actually sleep well tonight. But as always, luck isn't on my side.
Hey,
What?
do you hear that?
I strain my ears and see if I can sense anything out of the ordinary. But apart from the usual sounds of the forest, it's silent.
I can't hear anything. Maybe you dreamed it?
Unless this is a dream, it's definitely real. I can hear it right now, I swear.
I sit up in bed and look over at her. She's already most of the way up, head swaying, as she looks for the source of whatever it is she's hearing.
Well, what does it sound like?
Kinda like,
She makes a strange whooshing noise and twirls her arms around. I don't see how arm movements are part of a sound, but I doubt I'd understand what she's talking about no matter how she put it. She looks back at me for confirmation, but all I can do is shrug in response. She jumps out of bed and starts pulling her clothes on.
I'm gonna go see what it is. You coming?
Whether or not this sound is real, I am not about to let her go off on her own. I promised I'd protect her, and that includes protecting her from mysterious noises.
Right behind you.
Besides, as powerful as Maddie is, there's still a chance Evelyn could be trying something. I follow her out of bed and pull on my shoes. She gives me a quick grin in response, excited to have me along for the ride again. Tara bolts at the door as I finish doing my laces. A second later, I hear her banging on the door to Maddie and Abigail's room.
Mads! Are you guys making that noise?
I pull on my sweater and walk into the hall in time to see Maddie slowly open the door of her room, covering herself with a blanket.
Oh, Tara. Nearly 2 in the morning. Remember this is? You can't wait till morning.
Come on, not you too. It was coming from your room.
Abigail's voice calls out from the room along with rustling of sheets.
What was coming from our room?
Are you kidding me?
She turns and storms away from the door, moving out into the kitchen. I nod apologetically at Maddie before following Tara.
Babe, come on. Let's just go back to bed. I'm sure that whatever it is can wait until morning.
It keeps getting louder though. What if it's something dangerous? Maybe Evelyn has her own evil forest spirit and she's riding it towards the cabin or something.
There's a pang in my heart. It's cold and familiar. If the sound is that loud, but none of us can hear it, maybe it's only meant for her to hear. As I try to figure out how to get her back to bed, Maddie and Abigail join me in the hallway.
So, what you doing this time?
Hold on. Someone is texting me. Okay. It's my dad. He's checking in and sharing a TV show he's watching on the vacation. If you watch this, Dad, I love you. And, yeah. I think he knows that. But, yeah.
She woke up hearing some kind of whooshing noise that I couldn't hear. I thought she'd just imagined it, but she can still hear it.
Maddie rubs her chin, puzzled. Abigail looks out at Tara with a worried expression. I can't shake the unsettling feeling in my chest either.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened, so I'd be inclined to dismiss it. But with everything else that's happened this month...
Before she can finish her sentence, Tara turns towards the door.
There! It's right outside!
Abigail realizes it first. She steps forwards towards Tara, reaching out her hand.
Tara, don't! What if it's...
Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I figure it out sooner?
Tara, stay away from the door!
She doesn't look back as she takes another step towards the door. I will myself to start moving again.
Now you guys are actually gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. You're gonna feel so dumb for doubting me.
I'm running towards her, but it's too late. She grabs the handle and throws the door open.
Wait, what?
There's nothing outside. Maybe that sight will be enough to bring her back to her senses.
The sound's gone. It was right there.
She turns back to look at me. I'm only a couple steps away, and I can see the expression on her face. She's terrified.
Hey, what?
A flash of light fills the room. I'm stopped dead in my tracks. I raise my arm to cover my eyes. The light dissipates and my eyes slowly readjust in the haze. My fears are confirmed. She's gone. Tara's gone. I'm frozen. I can't process what's happening. I'm not sure how long the tears start rolling down my face before I notice them. Maddie and Abigail look at me in silence. And then I start screaming. I've never made a sound like this. It's an angry roar that fills the cabin.
No! Morgan, It was supposed to be me!
It's happening again, just like everyone before her. I love her, and now because of me, I collapse to the ground.
Not her. Please.
Hot tears fall from my cheeks to the floor below. I feel a pair of arms wrap around me and a voice in my ear.
Morgan, it's okay. It'll be okay.
I slowly turn towards her. She and Maddie both stand close to me. I can see how worried they are. For Tara and for me. Maddie puts her hand on my shoulder. I flinch, but I don't pull away.
She's still alive. I can feel it. Whatever just happened didn't kill her, but it did move her. I can't figure out where yet, but I can sense her. Somehow.
You're sure?
I'm sure. We can find her.
I think I know where she might be. Where? If it was Evelyn who took her, she most likely brought her to the church. That's where she performed the ritual to...
She trails off, but I know what she was about to say. The transfer ritual. She wants Tara's body.
But why her? That's what she was raising me for. Why would she take her?
I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling there's only one way to find out. I'd hoped we'd have enough time to come up with an actual plan before we had to face her. But we can't just let her have Tara.
I'm already heading for the door. Maddie and Abigail follow close behind.
We can figure something out in the way. Let's go.
We'll think of something, we have to. This time is going to be different. I'm not going to let Evelyn win again. I'm getting Tara back, no matter the cost. And this time, I'm going to make sure Evelyn never hurts anyone again. For better or for worse. This is the end. Oh shit! It is the end. Oh my gosh, Tara POV. I don't even have time to be disoriented before I hit the stone ground hard. I struggle to pick myself up and stand, but before I can, footsteps approach. Evelyn's, of course, and I'm hauled to my feet. She does it with one hand. She's way stronger than she looks.
Hello, Tara.
As expected, we're in the church. She drags me over and throws me onto the altar. I try to resist, but my limbs won't move.
Oh, hey! Thanks for the ride.
I'm scared, more scared than I've ever been in my whole life. But I don't want her to have the satisfaction of knowing it. She walks away out of sight, although I can still hear her close by.
They're gonna come for me, you know. We figured out your whole plan. They're probably already on their way.
Let them. I'll kill them too.
Her tone is casually disinterested. She can't even give me the courtesy of pretending she cares. I wish I could move my head to see her, but I can't. I can't move any part of me other than my mouth.
It's always such a nice feeling to return here. Such a sense of renewal and energy. Although, I imagine right now, you don't feel the same way.
I don't know. I'm taking the ambience.
I'm about to die, and I'm making jokes. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? We had a plan, one with a good chance of working. I know that Mads and the rest won't abandon me. They'll just switch it up a little. Same as if she'd taken Morgan like we expected. Honestly, it's probably better for everyone that Morgan's the one that's still free. She's less likely to screw something up than I am. Still, it's all I can do to suppress the little voice inside me telling me to be afraid. To acknowledge that I'm gonna die, or worse.
Really? You should be thanking me.
For what? I must have missed it.
Because by dying here, you've given poor Morgan another chance. If she runs away now, I have no more need of her. I'll let her live. Of course, if she turns up here with any delusions of grandeur, she'll die along with the rest of them.
A chill runs up my spine, because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's no way she won't come for me, that she won't run away. Still, the way that Evelyn can talk so cruelly about her own daughter makes it hard for me to even keep up my attitude.
You really don't feel anything, do you? You raised her, you lived with her, and even after all that...
Finally! You get something right. I don't feel anything for her. You got something wrong, too.
Evelyn halts and then stalks closer to the altar, close enough that I can see her widely dilated pupils and razor-sharp points on her fangs.
I didn't raise her. I cultivated her. From the minute she was born, I prepped her for this fate, to be a worthy vessel. How could I have known that a much more useful one would arrive at my doorstep? Just days away from my ascension.
Now she takes a step back, letting the moonlight fall across her. She arches her back like a cat, enjoying it. She raises an arm, and I'm lifted into the air like a circus performer, suspended from nothing. My arms are snapped to my sides. I struggle as hard as I can, but I still can't move at all. I can't even flail around. Still, her words pique my curiosity, and I'm dying to know what she meant. Since I might be dying anyway, I may as well ask.
More useful how?
She grins.
Because this night is very, very special. For years, centuries even, I've whiled away my time here in Eisenfeld. It's amused me to no end. But I've grown bored of it. I desire to see more of the world. And while any human body would do, I suppose, there's merit in one such as yourself. One with influence and fame.
I don't even know the words to convey how disgusted I feel. It's not enough for her to steal my body, but she also wants to pretend to be me? I think the horror I must show on my face, because She smirks. As she does so, her skin starts to shimmer and shake, like there's light just underneath it. A thin thread of ethereal matter, like the spell that she used to bring me here, ekes into existence. It stretches between her hand and my chest. The second it comes in contact with me, I feel like all the strength is sapped out of me, like I'm being sedated. I hope I'm only passing out and not dying. I'm not sure if the two feel different. It would suck extra hard if I was dying, though, because my last sight would be Evelyn sneering cruelly. Just before it all goes black, she manages to get in one final time.
What an ironic fate for you, don't you think? You came out here seeking magic, and now you found it.
No, Tara! That sucks. I want to... They need to save Tara. Oh my gosh. Wait, whose point of view? Oh, Morgan. We're up and ready to go nearly the instant Tara disappears. It's a shock, of course, but not one that messes up all of our plans. I walk to the front door, which is still open and banging in the wind.
I'm going to fucking kill her if she hurts Tara.
Tara will be fine. She's tough. Besides, we've got a plan, right?
After a long moment, I nod.
Right.
Maddie turns back to face Abigail, who's half hidden by the bedroom door.
Are you sure you want to go, sweetheart? You can stay here.
She is so sweet to Abigail, and they're so sweet together. It's so cute. I love this, but also, this is a terrifying time.
Of course not. There's no way you're doing this alone. I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
Me too. I'm a lot nervous, actually. We'll be fine, though.
If she keeps saying that, it'll be true, right? I wish I could believe it. I wonder if Maddie even does. I scoop up Giladura and wait outside. We need to leave now, but I force myself not to rush along. A minute later, they follow me outside. We hurry out into the woods. Despite some wind and fog, the night is relatively clear.
Are you sure you don't want me to just take you to the church? I could have us there in a second.
I know, but she can't know about your powers yet. If we arrive too fast, then Evelyn will know something's up.
It would be nice to take the easy way like that, but we can't do anything rashly. Not if it might hurt Tara in the long run.
Right.
We have to wait until her soul is out of its body. That's when we'll send the signal.
Do you know how long that'll last? Like, how long it'll be exposed?
I have no idea. I hope it won't be instant.
You hope?
I nod. I wish I knew more, I really do, but it's magic, and magic is rarely predictable. That's the only thing that I can say with confidence about it. I'm not sure what more I could say. This is where we'll have to part. Even though I'm making the rest of the journey on foot, Maddie and Abigail will need to use magic to get to the fairy clearing. Before we do, though, there's one last thing I need to say.
Maddie? I know there isn't really time, but I need to say this, since I might not get another chance to.
Oh my gosh, what is she gonna say? Okay, hold on, guys. 1 second. Okay, never mind. Giladura nuzzles my chin, reassuring me.
I'm sorry. That doesn't even come close to describing it, but it's all that I can say. For bringing you out here, getting you involved in all of this. I never imagined any of it would turn out this way. So if you still hate me, I understand. I just wanted you to know.
It feels good to have the words out there. I've spent so much time apologizing these past few weeks, but it's still a little bit of relief every time.
Morgan. Well, first of all, I accept your apology. But I promise, I never hated you. It was my fault for acting like such a bitch when we first got here. And as for everything else, well, some of it might have been Tara's fault, but a lot of it was my fault too.
Tara is literally like freaking like dying, and you're gonna like, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this necklace off that I'm wearing, and it's like, because I'm like, oh, okay, it's like, it's 10 o'clock, I'm not going out again, I don't need to be like looking all fancy, and it's just kind of uncomfortable on my neck right now. Yes! Okay, there we go. I got it.
So, let's get this over with. We'll save Tara, take care of Evelyn, and then we'll all go home. Simple, right?
I just nod again. I'm not sure I can talk right now. Not without crying. I hate crying. I wish it were that simple. I hope it will be that simple. But it rarely is. I swallow the lump in my throat. I have to say something. Oh, I don't like that I have a choice here. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to create a separate save. Time to act. That will be third save there. Damn. Sorry. My cat was being kind of clingy. My poor baby. I will check on him as soon as I am done. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I like this. I'm not alone anymore. We can do this together. This one is like, yeah, I mean, I'm leaving Eisenfeld, and I'm taking Tara with me. But it's also like a little angry. I think the message here is this new family. I think family is the message, guys. I think we're rolling with this one. This one seems like she's going to sacrifice herself, which would be very sad. I like this one.
You're right. It's simple.
I take a deep breath, clear my head as best I can. I've been waiting my entire life for this. My entire bloodline has led me to this point. A chance to end all the pain I've endured, to save someone I love, to make sure the countless people who carried this burden before me will be avenged, and to make sure that no one else will get hurt. How it goes from here isn't just up to me, it's up to all of us. Around us the wind quickens and grows in intensity. The bright full moon looms high over us. One last time I nod at Maddie and Abigail.
Okay, let's go.
This is hardly a plan. It's barely more than an idea. It relies far too much on luck and everything going our way. But it's all we have. The furious winds tell me that I'm in the right place, as if there were any doubt. When I approach the doors to the church, they blast open. I've been expected. I don't waste any time. I rush in. Tara floats in midair, suspended by invisible magic. She lies prone with her arms and legs apparently locked in place. She looks dead. A colorful cloud floats over her, with a long tail spiraling back towards her body. I don't even need to be told. I know that it's her soul. It thrashes about as much as a cloud can, but is seemingly locked out. Below, Evelyn stands, hunched with her back to me. A trail of malevolent white magic tethers her to Tara. Moonlight pours through the window. Behind them, piercing Tara and illuminating Evelyn. When she hears me enter, she stands up straight, her back cracking obscenely. She's disgusting.
Morgan. You came.
Her voice isn't the voice I know. It's raspy and inhuman. It echoes around the church louder than it should be, dragging itself from corner to corner.
I knew you would. You always do.
Her body spasms and twitches as if electrified. Still, her voice remains steady and flat.
Of course I came. You're not taking Tara. You're not taking anyone else ever again.
She laughs, but it sounds like a joke. There's no humor in it. It's inhuman.
Do you know how many times I've heard that before? Countless. And yet, here we are. Predictable. You humans always are. Curiously so. You have all this freedom, but you don't know how to use it. Pity, pity, pity. Pity. Soon I'll have taken the body of your friend, and you will be dead, and I will be far, far gone. You see, I've grown tired of playing pretend out here in the woods. I've decided it's time for something new. And Tara is going to give that to me.
You'll still be a pretender.
Evelyn seems to notice Giladura for the first time, and she licks her bloody lips.
You. So, you're here too. Fitting.
Evelyn's gaze narrows, then her eyes widen once again. She points imperiously at Giladura and I, and the stone walls of the church rumble in response.
I can tell. You're still no queen. No more than that brat who stands beside you. You're still powerless. Tell me.
Who's the pretender now?
A brick detaches itself from the ceiling, plummeting down straight towards us. I dart out of the way, barely managing to avoid it. Giladora yowls as I squeeze her harder than intended.
You're just as pitiful as she is. What did she think you could do? How did you think you had any chance? Or is it just human nature to try, even if you're doomed to fail?
The moon is at its peak. We're close to it. If she waits much longer, she won't be able to complete the ritual, and she'll have done our job for us. Maybe she knows this, because she turns away from us once again. I have to stop her. I push my legs forward, but some invisible force pushes back, like moving through quicksand. I can barely inch forward. Something's protecting her. Inch by inch, I have to keep moving. A pulsing ball of magic starts to form in front of Evelyn, and she focuses intently on it. The light from the moon falls directly on her. Her skin reacts to it, bubbling and boiling like hot wax. It must be agonizing, but she doesn't react. Maybe she's beyond pain. Giladora leaps out of my arms, making her way beside me. Her breathing is ragged and labored. Neither of us waste energy on more words. I don't know what I'll do if I reach Evelyn. I just know that I can't sit still. The coalescing ball of magic and energy continues to grow and grow, taking on a sinister dark hue, the color of a moonless night, the color of an empty void. It starts to spin, crackle and shimmer. That's when I realize this isn't for the soul transfer. It's too strong, too unstable. A tendril of malevolent energy suddenly shoots out straight towards me. It moves too fast for me to react. It pierces me like an arrow. Godless, fiery pain burns through my veins. My whole body stiffens, refusing to move. I can't even cry out. Each individual atom of my body feels like it's being tortured, like a burning needle is being driven through them. I want to scream. I want some sort of release, but I'm not even granted that mercy. Behind the pain, there's a rising, mounting horror. I'm going to die here after all, aren't I? My vision starts to go black. I welcome oblivion. At least then, I won't have to hurt anymore. I try to move my eyes to fixate on Tara. If I'm going to die, I at least want my last sight to be of her, even like this. I can't even manage that at all. All I can see is Evelyn. She says something, her lips moving, but I'm deaf to it. All I can hear is a deep, resonating, ringing sound in my ears, like some perverse bell toll. Then Evelyn's eyes go wide, wider than before. The air behind her shimmers and shakes, just like her magic spell. Empty space tears itself open, and she's sucked backwards like a rag doll. In an instant, the magic and pain is gone, leaving behind no trace. I fall forward, my momentum having been locked in place with me, and just ahead, Tara crashes to the ground limply. I stagger to my feet, not trusting my body to support me, but it does. The complete absence of pain is a shock in its own right. I feel like I should be experiencing the after effects, but I'm not. All that lingers is the memory. Giladora scurries over to me.
Morgan, are you alright?
I think so. I feel fine, actually. What happened to Evelyn?
She licks the back of her paw for a second, then stops.
I'm afraid that I panicked and I sent the signal to Madison. I tried to help you, but I couldn't. My own power is still weak, not nearly enough to match Evelyn's.
There is no changing it now. None of this matters if Maddie isn't able to stop Evelyn. It was going to be unlikely to begin with. It looks like we're in a hard fight. Giladura must know as much, too. She pats back and forth, her tail twitching in agitated fervor. I stroke her fur.
Still, thank you. Can you help me check on Tara?
Of course.
We rush over to where Tara lies prone on the cold floor. Her soul is nowhere to be seen, which I hope means it returned to her body. I cradle her as tenderly as I can, checking for a sign of a pulse or breath. I gently prop her against my chest, stroking her hair.
Please be okay. Please.
2 tears drip down my face, landing on hers. I didn't realize I was crying. Giladura lingers beside us, nuzzling her face against Tara's cheek.
She's alive. I can feel that much.
Is she okay, though?
I don't think she should experience any lasting effects from the magic. It's the fall to the ground that worries me more.
That's true. She fell from pretty high up onto stone floor. I wipe away the tears that fell on her, steeling myself to prevent any more. I trace my finger across the curve of her jaw, down to her lips. They press together, just a bit to kiss my finger.
Tara! Tara, can you hear me?
I'm afraid to let hope spring into my heart again. Her lips move, just barely.
I can't hear you.
There's a soft, blessedly warm gust of air against my face as she sighs and forces her eyes open.
I said, I'm dumb as bricks, babe. It'll take more than head trauma to hurt me.
I pull her up into a hug and she pats my back.
You're okay? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wipe my eyes as we part to face each other once again.
I was so scared.
I wasn't. I knew you'd save me.
I don't deserve someone like her.
Is there any way we can get to Mads? She might need our help.
We both turn to face Giladura.
I can take us there, but I don't know how much use I'll be once we arrive.
Tara moves to question, but I place a hand lightly on her arm. Giladura's barely holding on as is, and her guilt at her inability to do more is palpable. It's all up to Maddie.
Let's go. There isn't much time.
I help Tara to her feet, but she immediately winces, hissing in pain.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Guess I just hurt my ankle in the fall.
She's able to stand on her own, giving me a shaky smile. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do right now. At least it's only her foot and not her head or back. With a graceful jump, Giladura hops into my arms once again. I stand next to Tara, who leans against me for support. With one hand, I support the cat. With the other, I take Tara's hand in my own, then nod.
We're ready.
Oh gosh. The fairy circle! My heart pounds as Abigail and I arrive in the fairy grove. This place has been setting off... Ugh. I need to get back into it. This place has been the setting of most of my favorite memories here in the forest. I could never have guessed that it would be where everything ends. I can feel the fairies, my subjects, watching from close by. They don't show themselves, but their presences are like tiny little pressure points on my consciousness. They're just as tense as I am. Closing my eyes, I reach out to the forest, asking for its aid. It still hurts badly. It laments the terrible pain it's suffered. I promise that it'll be okay. It's my duty as queen to ensure this. I hold the forest in my heart. I promise to rid it of the moonsick one. Abigail and I walk to the water's edge. Nervousness tears at my stomach. Giladora's signal could come at any time. I have to be ready. High above, the moon offers its light to us. The whole lake is dyed in its silver glow, shimmering and refracting and amplifying. Moonlight caresses my face like a lover, warm and invigorating. I indulge in it, letting it sink through my skin, my roots, my forest. Every little second could be crucial.
How do you feel?
She holds my hand loosely in hers.
Nervous. In a way I've never felt before. Nothing else in my life has ever been this important. There's never been life or death consequences like this. What if I screw up?
I expect to see fear reflected in Abigail's face as well, but when I turn towards her, she looks serene and unbothered.
I have complete faith in you, Madison. The fairies said that not just anyone could be queen, but that you could. They saw something in you too. We're all putting our trust in you. The whole forest is, and our friends too. We wouldn't do that if we didn't believe in you.
I wish I could use a magic spell to boost my confidence. For all the power that I hold right now, it sure feels insignificant. So far, everything has come naturally. Moving through the woods or interacting with its denizens is easy, but to use my magic against another being? That's something else entirely. But I can't let that attitude overwhelm me. I can't be defeated before it even starts. Abigail's right. Everyone is counting on me. I can't let them down.
Thank you
For what?
for believing in me.
She leans forward and kisses my cheek.
Always.
Always. That word has meant a lot of different things to me lately. My concept of forever keeps shifting and changing. Even now, I'm not entirely sure what it means. I suppose that after tonight, I will.
You know, when we were here before, there were times that I wished it could last forever. Where it was peaceful, and just the two of us. But now, more than anything, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready for us to make new memories. Together.
Nothing would make me happier. When you came into my life, I thought that it would be fleeting, like a nice dream that I might someday look back upon and smile. I didn't dare imagine nor hope for anything more. But now? Well, perhaps you've made an optimist out of me after all.
Oh, I'm gonna be an optimist about this. I kiss her forehead, and then her nose, and then her lips.
I loved you. More than anything.
I love you too, more than anything.
Together we face forward. And that's when I feel it. A cold flash of foreign fear. It stabs through my head, and the idyllic scenery. I recognize the origin immediately. Giladora's panicked signal. I step away from Abigail, clearing a space. I force myself to breathe evenly as I reach within myself, mentally searching for the magic. I call upon the power within me. Unlike before, when it blossomed and flourished at my request, now it lies dormant and afraid. I understand. I'm afraid too, but there's no time to be afraid. Using my authority as Fairy Queen, I coax the magic forth. The church's presence aches like an infection, and I promise the forest that I'll help heal it. The magic ripples through the woods. It sets upon the church, finding Evelyn easily. I can't see her in my mind's eye, but I can feel her hatred and scorn, and fear. so I'm not the only one who's afraid, then that's more reassuring than anything else. If she detects the magic that's coming for her, then I can't tell. At my will, the tendrils of magic wrap around her like vines, and I stick out my hand, my physical, actual hand, and pull. The result is immediate. Just above the surface of the lake, a ripple disrupts the air as massive rift opens up. Within seconds, Evelyn falls forward through it, collapsing in a heap to the shore. It's wrong, though. She's still in her regular body. It's not just her vulnerable soul like it should be. I take a fearful step back. Why did Gila Dura send the signal early? My blood runs cold. What if something happened to her and Morgan? What if she wasn't too early? What if I was too late? I try to rally my thoughts and concentrate on what to do. She quickly picks herself up, wild eyes casting back and forth. Her appearance is monstrous. It finally fits her personality. Her gaze falls on me, and her lips curl in hatred or disgust.
So, it's you. I see that even death didn't want you. And now here you are, stinking of snow and pine, stinking of them. You wear their clothes, you bear their crown, but you are not one of them.
She lumbers forward, her steps seeming pained. She's either dazed from being pulled her, or from the effects of her own spell. But I can't count on that to last.
You're right. I'm not. Just like you'll never be a human.
I need to buy myself time while I try to think.
Human? Ah, is that what you think I want? I will be more than human.
A gust of wind stirs up, likely at her calling. The trees shake, and I plant my feet firmly to keep from losing my balance. I feel the barriers in my mind freeze and break away. She's gone. As the world spins around me, the moon shines down on the lake. I search for her presence with my mind, but I can't find her, like a fish that slipped off the line. I need to calm down. My heart races as my head begins to ache and throb.
You're so fragile, so easily damaged, so easily broken.
The biting wind intensifies, threatening to sweep my crown away. Abigail shields herself with one arm. Evelyn, however, remains unaffected.
What's wrong, little child? Why not make this easy on yourself? I can make it painless for you this time.
Reality and illusion blur and blend. The fabrics of my vision tear. She takes another step forward in my mind, shattering what little focus I had. She's almost close enough that if she lunged forward, she could grab me by the throat. Instead, Evelyn scratches at her own neck, her nails drawing blood, but she doesn't seem to notice. High in the sky, the moon watches over us, indifferent. I can feel its light sustaining me, the same as it bolsters her. She turns to look up at it, shivering.
Do you know why you were the first to go? Because you were the easiest. All alone, off in the woods. Tragic accidents happen all the time out there. Really, it's my daughter you have to blame for all this. It's a shame you won't get another chance.
I try to find her again with my magic, but I can't. It's like she isn't even there. Where her consciousness should exist, there's nothing but a gaping hole. A void that feels familiar somehow. Her eyes glow red as she faces me again.
Looking for me.
My consciousness is immediately assaulted. My head pounds. I feel Evelyn enter it, like an intrusive thought. With every push and pull, she rips at my soul. My magic quakes under her power, flickering and fearful. I try to reach out and grab it, pull my own consciousness and strength into me, but every time I get close, it's yanked away. Unrelenting, overwhelming. Die, die, die! It echoes and reverberates in my skull. I choke, momentarily forgetting how to breathe. Every single thought, every single idea, snatched and destroyed. I can't even see anymore.
I knew it! Your gifts are wasted on you. Queenship is wasted on you. What good is power if you don't know how to use it? All of you are the same.
A searing pain in my head forces me to my knees.
Your friends couldn't save you then, just as you can't save them now.
An unseen force shoves my head upwards, making me look at Evelyn. A peculiar ringing blocks out all of their sound. Except for her words. I'm deaf to the wind, to the forest, to Abigail.
See what you've done, and despair.
She gestures imperiously towards the empty space between us, just like the portal I used to bring her here. Another hole in space rends itself open. Through it, I can see a glimpse of the murky stained glass window of the church. Then it upends, unceremoniously spilling out my friends, or at least their bodies. Nausea hits me at the sight. Tara's there, her body limp and broken, arms and legs splayed at an obscene angle. Blood trickles from her mouth, beneath her open, sightless eyes. Morgan is also there in a heap, though her body isn't as mangled as Tara's. A grisly wound stretches from her ear across her face down to her neck. Blood stains the sand beneath her. Even Giladura lies there motionless. Though her back is turned to me, a small puddle of water forms beneath her, spreading as she seems to melt. I scream. I want to run towards them, or clutch at my heart, but I'm pinned in one place. How? What went wrong? Was this why the signal came too early? I shouldn't have left them alone. I should have gone with them. This is my fault, isn't it? Evelyn's attack on my mind ceases in order to let me truly comprehend the horror before me. As much as I fight it, my heart gives way to what Evelyn asked of me. I despair. Our feet touch solid ground, and Tara immediately loses her balance. I grab her shoulder to keep her from falling. Giladura pants heavily, the magic having taken a heavy toll on her. Maddie, Abigail, and Evelyn are on the far side of the lake. Only Abigail seems to notice us. Even from a distance, the terror on her face is clear.
Come on, they need our help.
Tara takes one step forward, then falls to the ground, clutching her ankle.
Shit!
Just then, Maddie screams, in pain or in horror, a sick feeling in my stomach. All three of us turn to look, although there's nothing to be seen. I know from experience that doesn't mean she isn't in pain. Abigail is tugging on her arm, but Maddie doesn't react at all. Oh gosh, sorry guys. She must be beyond even feeling it. And just behind Evelyn, a familiar-looking ball of sinister light is forming and sparkling in the moonlight. Its tendrils jolt and jag with familiar hunger. Maddie doesn't even know. Evelyn turns back and looks at us, a sadistic grin on her face. The tendrils of magic shift, and feeling of impending doom fills my lungs. I look back at Tara, who scowls at her foot as she tries to move. There's no way she'll be able to. I don't have long to act. I turn to run, to confront Evelyn myself. I don't know what else to do. Everything has gone wrong. All that matters to me at this point is that Maddie and Tara get out of here. Even if I have to die for that to happen, then so be it. I hesitate, just slightly. My leg wavers as I try to take a step forward. It's enough for Tara to grab my arm, grimacing through the pain.
Where are you going?
To stop her.
Tara's grip tightens.
Not without me, you aren't.
Tara, you can't.
Neither can you. I'm not letting you throw yourself away. Not again.
Something soft paws at my leg, and I look down to see Chiladura staring up at me.
Both of you.
As sweet as they are, there isn't any time for sentimentality. Every second we spend talking is a second wasted.
Morgan, the moonlight.
I glance up at the sky, but don't notice anything different. The moon shines down on both Maddie and Evelyn. Surely invigorating them both. However, it's obvious from the situation that Evelyn is better at using it.
What about it?
It makes magic stronger. With enough of it, and our magic, we can stop her.
Whose magic? Yours and Maddie's?
Her eyes glisten in the moonlight as she stares up at me.
No, Morgan. Mine and yours.
What?
I can't keep the exasperation out of my voice. We don't have time for her to mess around. Chiladora nimbly climbs up my legs and torso, my heavy sweater protecting me from the pain of her claws. She perches on my shoulder.
Love is its own form of magic. It makes the impossible possible. And I know you have plenty of that.
I turn to face Tara, who's been listening to every word. Despite it all, she gives me an encouraging smile.
I don't know anything about magic, and I'm still figuring this love thing out. But I know I believe in you, Morgan.
Sorry.
Go kick her ass!
I breathe in deeply. I could try to stop her myself. Even if I had to die for it, I would. What Chiladura says sounds about this is crazy. And I don't want to die.
Okay.
I'm putting all my trust in Chiladura and in Tara. Just like I know they're putting their trust in me. I won't let them down. With one arm, I help keep Chiladura in place, and as fast as I can, I run, heading straight for Maddie and Evelyn.
Now do you understand? Everything that you've done still wasn't enough. Even cheating death itself. Now, join them.
Barely on the periphery of my awareness, I can see magical energy coalescing behind her. The spell that's intended to end my life. I need to react. I need to move out of the way or do something. But I can't. I'm frozen. I can't tear my gaze away from the sight of Morgan and Tara. I couldn't protect them either. I couldn't save them. Maybe I deserve this too. I wasted the second chance I was given. Another presence cuts through the haze of my mind, giving me a sudden spark of clarity.
Madison!
She must have been calling my name for a while.
Madison! It isn't real! You aren't alone!
Her words cut through my despair like a hero's sword. I lock eyes with her and welcome her into my own head. She's so vibrant, so present that she forces out Evelyn. Everything that I was feeling just moments before, all of the fear and horror is swept away, and it's replaced with only one thing: love. She helps make me myself again. Time itself has stopped. Or rather, it doesn't exist here. Right now, we're the only two people in the universe. I'm aware that this is only a vision and not reality, yet somehow, it's more than that. Perhaps it's a different kind of magic. We're surrounded by light. Stars flicker, watching us to see what will happen next. I witness both myself and Abigail. But it's not just the versions of ourselves that are here now. Rather, it's our future together. The two of us happily laughing, smiling, growing old. It takes me only an instant to understand. She's the one imagining it, sharing this with me the same way that the fairies did. This isn't just a wish or a possibility. It's a promise. Both in my mind and in the real world, I take her hands. I don't worry about Evelyn, because in my heart, I know that we've already won. I look Abigail in the eye and I say just 2 words.
I do.
I focus on the feeling of her hand against mine and the knowledge that she's with me. I study my breathing and face back towards the scene that Evelyn's conjured. Only now do I notice the imperfections here. Morgan's sweater is the wrong color. Tara's hair clips are the wrong shape. Even the markings on Giladura's fur are different.
You liar!
I should have known. They were just more illusions. It's always illusions with her. I almost fell for the same trick twice. But it won't happen again. Before my eyes, the fake images flicker and then dissipate, vanishing entirely. For the first time, Evelyn takes a step backwards. Shaken by my resolve, the spell she had been charging collapses into nothingness. She shudders yet again, harder than before. She shakes so hard that it looks like she might fall apart. But she doesn't, and when she faces me again, there's still murder in her eyes. Evelyn takes a decisive step forward and outstretches her hand towards me. She opens her mouth, bearing rows and rows of teeth at me. I feel Abigail press into my side, and the vision disappears. Just then I spot Morgan running towards us, Giladura in her arms. The real Morgan, with the real Giladura. As they approach, I feel Giladura's thoughts collide with my own. She sends me an apology for the signal, conveying in an instant everything that had happened. Then she sends me a request along with 2 words. I'm ready.
Maddie! The lake!
Even Evelyn turns around to see what Morgan's talking about. Then, without warning, Morgan turns and dashes into the pond with Giladura, still in her arms, submerging them both in the water as they vanish from sight. Tara skids to a stop, watching the spot where they disappeared as the shimmering surface of the pond scatters moonlight. I understand. For what I hope is the last time, I drop the magic that the fairies have entrusted me with. I coax it out of every nook and cranny of the forest, to the highest. In an instant, I can feel its response in its grove. From Alma's mother, her child taken from her unfairly. From Morgan and Giladura putting their fates in my hands. From the very moon itself. I move with the easy confidence of doing something that I know I was born to do. All of my short time as Fairy Queen has been building up to this moment. I step forward, bolstered with energy and no longer afraid. I feel out the gaping hole where Evelyn's mind should be, the black, vile reminder of the existence she forsook, the lives that she stole. I find her like a roach, skittering and afraid, and bind her. I'm sure that it sears her like fire. She shudders and shivers and quakes in the moonlight. Moon sickness. After that, I let go. I release it all of the magic and the power that was given to me. I let it flow out of my fingertips, on its way back to its rightful owner. I can see the arc of the magic as it descends into the lake, where I know Giladura is waiting for it. Then, as the last vestiges of it leave my body, the vision of it disappears and the warmth of the moonlight vanishes, leaving me cold. The thousands of voices and consciousnesses quiet and then go still, leaving me all alone in my own head once more. My dress returns to its proper form as just a jacket, and the flowers wither and shrivel away into non-existence. Not death. The crown on my head crumbles to dust, brushing past my ears before it's blown away. At the same time, Morgan resurfaces and swims to the shore where Tara's waiting for her. The moonlight is endlessly refracted through the water where it shimmers and sparkles. Beneath the surface I can see her. Giladura crests back through the surface, her true form restored as she's accepted the mantle of Fairy Queen once again. A shining dress the color of fresh-born snow adorns her, glittering as brightly as the stars overhead. Water streams down her in little rivulets, some turning to ice or frost on the way. She's breathtaking. My dress was pretty, but it didn't suit me nearly the same way the role of Fairy Queen seems to suit her. Even Evelyn is speechless. Giladura closes her eyes just for a moment. Her breathing slows, almost imperceptibly, but just enough that I involuntarily step backwards. Her movements mirror the ones I performed just moments ago. Giladura's stance is more experienced, more graceful, but I recognize it. She's calling upon the forest's magic. Then she raises one hand high. The moon seems to glimmer at her fingertips. In one swift motion, she slices downward, moonlight trailing behind her. It pierces Evelyn like a spear, fatal and true. Her whole body convulses as her moon sickness wreaks its terrible havoc on her. Her flesh bubbles and rolls as it tries to escape the dying spirit within. It's a gruesome sight, and I look away, turning instead to Abigail. She holds me tightly. As I watch Giladura approach the shore, I can hear the buzzing of fairies just out of sight as they start to return to greet their queen. I don't even have to be connected to the forest to know that it's rejoicing. It's over. We've won. I stand there on the shore, hardly daring to move. I keep expecting Evelyn to reappear, more powerful and furious. Or worse, for all this to have been an illusion as well. But it isn't. Not a trace of Evelyn remains. Neither body nor soul. Giladura stands on the ground where last was. The Fairy Queen's eyes are closed in mourning. Not of her losing Evelyn, of course, but of her losing the fairy she had once been. I look down at myself in my regular clothes once more, and my flesh and blood body. I shiver a little bit in the breeze. It's a miraculous feeling. Then I turn and pull Abigail towards me as we wrap our arms around each other in the biggest hug imaginable. Neither of us say anything. We don't have to. From the side of the lake, Morgan and Tara approach us. Tara's limping, leaning on Morgan for support. They both look a little bruised, but not too badly off. Abigail and I walk over to meet them.
You did it, huh? You really did it.
Yeah, we did.
It's still sinking in.
Morgan, Tara, are both of you all right? Yes, I'm fine.
I'm good too. Messed up my ankle when we got here, but it's nothing too bad.
And your head.
Hey now, I already said not to worry about that one.
For better or worse, it really is impossible to phase Tara. She could have died several times within the last half hour, but here she is cracking jokes. I really admire that about her.
Are you sure you're all right, Morgan? You kind of just jumped into a lake.
And it was totally badass.
Yes, I'm positive. Thank you for worrying about me, though. That's what family's for.
The two of them exchange a smile. As they do, I look up to the sky once again, and for just a moment, I close my eyes. In my head, I offer a word of thanks to the forest for its protection and for everything it did for me. A chilly breeze blows in response. A loud buzzing fills the air, and we watch the swarm of fairies as they rush toward us from the trees. I step back to stand beside my friends as the fairies arrive. Joyously fluttering above Giladura's head, a bright smile illuminates her face as her people welcome her home. They don't speak, their need for human language not gone. They don't acknowledge me at all. I strain to try to spot Hay or Frio or Anon, but I can't. I'm sure they're there amongst the rest of the hive, but they don't pay me any mind. Maybe that's for the best.
So this is like really cool.
She and Morgan are both watching, somewhat awestruck.
When we get home, Mads, you've gotta write an autobiography. Either that or the best fantasy novel ever. I'm sure you can make millions off the book deal.
I wrap my arm around Abigail.
I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Abigail grins, putting her arm around me in turn. Tara groans and makes an exaggerated gagging noise.
Okay, if you're gonna be that sappy all the time, then...
Morgan interrupts whatever the consequences will be by leaning forward and kissing Tara on the lips. That shuts her up fast.
Then we'll just have to outdo them, right?
For maybe the second or third time ever, Tara looks like she doesn't know what to say. But in a good way. As we all laugh, Giladura approaches us, the rest of the fairies forming a cloud over her head.
So, it's over. There's much to be done. The forest will need time to heal and recover. It will take years, but it will happen. Thank you, all of you. Mere words cannot express how
She's so
grateful I am.
pretty. What the heck? This
How
is a
grateful the
like
forest
really good
is.
design. They just were saving for the very end.
Especially to you, Morgan and Abigail. Your family has suffered so much over the years.
That's right. Giladura was there with Morgan throughout everything. She's the only one who can even come close to really understanding what Morgan's been through.
It's over now, though. Just like the forest, it'll take time to heal and recover. But we'll be okay.
I know you will.
Giladura faces away from me, looking out towards the forest at large, and towards the waiting cluster of fairies. Her domain, her people.
What about the folks back in Eisenfeld? What'll happen to them?
I imagine they'll recover from the glamour rather quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even remember Evelyn's existence. There might be some difficulty as they figure out who will manage their affairs.
She turns back to us now, smiling. In particular, she looks at Morgan.
But I don't imagine any of you will be around to concern yourselves with that.
Right.
At the same time, Morgan and Tara reach for each other's hands. They smile at each other, meeting halfway.
And you, Abigail, are you looking forward to leaving?
Certainly. I've heard so much about the rest of the world from Madison and from Tara already that I can't wait to see it myself. Although, I'm a little nervous about, what were they called?
Airplanes.
Yes, those. I do hope they're safe.
She looks to me for support, and I put my arm around her.
It'll be fine. I promise.
She'll have a lot to get used to the modern world, but it seems like she's just as excited to experience as I am to show it to her. Even Morgan will have some acclimating to do after spending her whole life with Eisenfeld's limited amenities. It's fine, though, as Morgan mentioned. We have so much time. The Fairy Queen smiles at us again.
I see. If you don't mind, I'd like to show you just one last bit of magic. Something long overdue.
The four of us look at each other and then nod in assent.
Lead the way.
Giladora takes us around the pond to the far side, right to the boundary of the bare ground and covered snow. She kneels down, scraping together a mound in her hands, while the rest of the fairies watch from above in reverent silence, their usual keening muted for now. The ball of snow in Giladora's hands is shaped and smoothed out as she alternates between scraping and patting it. Soon I realize the form it's taking, that of one of the fairies. Giladora then gathers several other materials from the forest debris, pine needles, a soggy leaf, a couple tiny pebbles, and even more objects that I can't see. She arranges the pebbles on her snow sculpture to form a face. Then she deftly weaves together a few sodden pine needles and ties them around the back of the head. I realize that they're supposed to be glasses, or at least an imitation of them.
Madison, it's you!
As Giladora wraps the leaf around the snow fairy, I realize that Abigail's right. It's not an exact replica, of course, but it's definitely supposed to be me. Once it's complete, Giladora lifts the tiny model from the ground, holding it in her cupped hands like a treasure. For a second, I think she's going to hand it to me, but she walks right past and heads to the shore of the pond. With her back to us, she lifts her arms, holding the tiny sculpture aloft. The moonlight shines down on her, illuminating the snow in her hands. The air around them starts to glimmer and sparkle, the light of the moon refracting off of nothing. Giladora's whole body glows with a soft white aura that's brightest in her hands. Then the little fairy in her hands flutters to life and flies into the air. After just 2 beats of its fragile wings, it turns and joins the rest of the swarm, where it's immediately accepted into the fold. The Fairy Queen turns back to us, sparkling magic now calm once more.
A tribute in your honor. This was the first birth of our people in over a century, ever since I was first bound. Through this little one, your memory will live on in these woods.
Thank you. It's an honor, really.
It's a bit strange to me that she'd choose me as the model rather than Morgan, whom she knows much better, or Abigail, who's far more intimately connected with the forest. After all, it's not like I did a whole lot as Fairy Queen. Still, the gesture is touching. I watch the little fairy as long as I can, until it's assimilated with the rest and impossible to keep track of. Tara's positively green with envy.
Before you leave tomorrow, will you come join me for a final time? We have one last farewell to make.
She looks at Abigail as she says it. Abigail's eyes widen as she nods.
You've got a late train, so it's easy to do.
You already got us tickets home?
Hell yeah! One of us has to be on top of things around here.
She smirks and I playfully smack her shoulder. Going home. Just the thought of it is exciting. The prospect of returning to our normal lives without having to fight for them. By now, it feels kind of like a dream. But for once, one that I know will come true. Once again, I wake up before Abigail does. The bed isn't even close to big enough for the both of us, but it didn't stop us from getting a full night's sleep. She lays nestled against my side, breathing peacefully while I contemplate the sunlight streaming in. No matter where Tara and I travel to, I'm always looking forward to going home. That's especially true now. It feels weird to imagine that this time tomorrow we'll be on a plane over the sea. We still have a long day ahead of us, though. Our train doesn't depart until the afternoon, and it's hours to the city. At least it'll be much more cheerful than my trip out here, when it was just Tara and me. For as long as I can, I just remain in bed, cuddling close to Abigail. It's so nice to be able to just turn off my brain and relax. No deadlines, no threats, no flickering in and out of existence. Peace. It isn't too long before her eyes flutter and drift open. She yawns, cuddling even closer to me. Without moving the rest of my body, I turn my head to face her, and our noses brush together.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madison.
How'd you sleep?
It was the best sleep I've had in 200 years.
She smirks, and I laugh too.
That joke never gets old. Fitting.
Abigail moves in closer, draping herself across my arm and shoulder like a cat. Her hair falls across my face, and I blow it with a playful puff of air.
What about you?
Better than I have in months.
It's true, we both passed out pretty quickly after getting back to the cabin last night. Even the excitement of the day's events couldn't keep us up.
Will our bed in America be this comfortable?
Oh, it's even better. Although BT, our cat, really likes to sleep up there. So you might have to fight him for the spot.
BT will have to find somewhere new to sleep because I don't want to share you.
She shoos away an imaginary cat with one hand. God, I love her.
Maybe he'll like Morgan. She's gotta be used to having cats around by now. Jilliard accounts. Technically?
Our home will be so lively, won't it?
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Me either.
Dang, there's gonna be just like 4 girls living in this like apartment? Is that what they're planning to do? Oh my gosh. That's so much. Like I live in an apartment with like on the regular 3 people all together, and there's like 3 whole separate bedrooms, and it's way too much. It's like I'm just thinking like, man, that would be too much is what it'd be.
Good morning.
Oh wait, did I miss something? Okay, yeah, okay.
Meowdy meow.
Oh my gosh. I love her. Why is she so cringe?
Please don't ever say that again. But, good morning.
Yeah, I guess I was doing a good job playing Maddie, because I said literally what she was thinking.
Hello. What are we eating today?
Wow, you don't waste any time, huh?
I've wasted a lot of time not eating, and I intend to fully make up for it. You're in luck. I brought over all the food I had at home, so there's plenty.
She sets a platter of pastries on the table, and Abigail immediately dual wields a blueberry muffin and an everything bagel.
Wait, you already went all the way to town and back and then made breakfast?
Yes.
Isn't she amazing?
Morgan blushes. That might be the first time I've witnessed that. Crumbs litter the table, the aftermath of Abigail's enthusiastic eating. I've never met someone so delighted just to be eating food.
Have as much as you'd like. I'll bring the rest with us on the train.
I'm not sure we're gonna have to worry about leftovers.
Abigail grins in agreement. After we finish, I help take all the dishes back to the kitchen and set them by the sink. Morgan starts washing them right away.
I'm not sure who I'm washing these for, but it feels wrong to just leave them dirty.
What'll happen to this place once we're gone?
She shrugs.
I'll leave the key in my shop. I don't really care beyond that. It's nice to not have to.
She wipes the plates dry with a towel, and then we go back to the living room. The rest of the cabin is already immaculate. The blankets are folded, the furniture is realigned, everything is in its place. I'd even say it's tidier than the day we arrived. I give my bedroom a final once-over, looking for anything I may have left behind. Of course there isn't anything. I shut the door behind me. The action has a sense of finality to it. Everyone else is waiting for me in the living room.
So we're going out into the woods one last time, right?
Yes. I need to say goodbye to a friend.
Whoa, you know someone else in the forest? Is it Elvis?
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Who's Elvis?
Don't worry about it. Tara's just being dumb.
Oh, she missed Elvis.
Aren't I always?
You got me there. Anyway, you'll see when we arrive.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. Plus, I want Abigail to be able to share a peaceful farewell, especially remembering what she told me before about the fairy queen and the forest spirit. We head outside into the forest. For the first time since we got to Eisenfeld, it's not that cold out. In fact, it's even a bit warm. I wonder if that's coincidence or if it has something to do with Evelyn being gone. Neither would surprise me. We haven't gone very far when Giladora suddenly appears, popping into sight just a few feet away. Her arrival is silent. No smoke or sound or anything like that. Just 1 second, it's empty. The next, she's there.
Good morning.
Morgan and Tara both flinch at her sudden arrival, but Abigail and I are unaffected.
I've been waiting for you. I could feel the four of you into the forest.
That's awesome! So your fairy sense started tingling?
Giladora tilts her head, perplexed. Tara really needs to learn her audience out here.
Anyway, if you're prepared, I'll take you all the rest of the way. It would take far too long to walk.
The five of us join hands, Giladora standing between Morgan and me. Our hands are cold, but not unpleasantly so. In the time that it takes for me to blink, we're teleported to the grove of ancestral trees. Even without being one with the forest, the magic in this place is palpable. It soaks into the earth and trees, and the air is sweet. We approach the ancestral grove with careful, quiet steps. The destruction that Evelyn caused is more prevalent here. Streaks of ash still blemish the surrounding trees, painful reminders of the one she slew. Just ahead, I can see the clearing where I know the forest spirit will be. Giladora steps aside, gesturing Abigail and I to continue on. We do. When the spirit comes into view, I can hear Tara gasp from behind me. The spirit looks even weaker than last time I saw it. If previously it looked old, now it looks downright ancient. Its once terrifying eyes have lost their luster. Its wooden body is even more knotted and warped than before. It's so small.
Is this your friend?
Without turning around, Abigail nods.
For all these years we've been together, it was the forest spirit who saved my soul when Evelyn came for my body.
Abigail reaches out a hand, going to the forest spirit's side. Like every time before, I also keep my distance.
Abigail.
I know. It's time, isn't it?
Giladora nods. The forest spirit peers down at the girl by its side. I'm sure that it loves her back. Abigail takes a single step backwards and Giladora moves to her side. Then the fairy queen raises a palm and presses it against the forest spirit. The sensation of magic the gathering, is familiar to me by now, even though this time it's flowing past me, not into me. Giladora calls life from the surrounding trees. Here, where life is more vibrant, the ground ripples under our feet, surging with unforeseen power. The sunlight beaming into us warmer. Everything is gloriously, happily alive. The forest spirit's twisted form starts to change and morph, not in a painful way like when how Evelyn died, but much more peaceful. Jagged shards of wood soften and retract. Its two legs start to stitch together into one solid trunk. Its arms stiffen, reaching outward and upwards, slowly regaining the colossal height that it once possessed. Roots appear and bury themselves underground as the forest floor itself rises a little to accommodate. I remember now that Abigail mentioned that one of the Fairy Queen's duties was to help the forest spirit pass on, and with Giladora missing for so long it was impossible. I wonder how many decades or centuries this one had existed before meeting Abigail. No wonder all the trees here have such vibrance. No wonder this is the center of life in the forest. Just like the process that made me Fairy Queen, there's a little pomp and flair to the transformation. But instead it feels intimate and calm. When Giladora retracts her hand and the magic dissipates once more, everything is still and silent. Abigail falls to her knees at the base of the newborn tree. The spirit's great eye slowly slides down the trunk, a final magical motion until it's leveled with her face. Despite the tears in her eyes, Abigail manages a smile.
Hello, old friend. Thank you for everything you've given me. Not just company, but another chance at life itself. I'll miss you. I really will. More than I'll miss anything else here. I'm sorry I wasn't around much lately, but I hope you know that I was very happy. Even when it was just us. Even when there was no one else.
She reaches up, touching her hand to the tree just like the Fairy Queen did. Except it isn't a regal, powerful touch. It's delicate and soft. She presses her forehead against the tender bark, not bothering to wipe away the tears.
And I hope you know that I'll be even happier now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
Abigail remains there for a long moment. The forest spirit's eye watches her as best it can, for as long as it can. Slowly it goes dim, and the red light fades to gray, and then to the same plain brown as the rest of the tree. Within moments, it's indistinguishable from the rest of the forest. Abigail looks back up, notices the change. She brushes her hand across the sightless eye, and then she rises to face Giladora.
Thank you.
I'm sure you made its life that much more wonderful as well.
I hope so. Tara, do we still have time before we have to board our train?
Couple hours, yeah.
If it's no trouble, I'd like to return to the Fairy Grove one final time.
I'd be happy to take you.
Tara and Morgan nod in approval. They've both been keeping pretty quiet, although that's only unusual for Tara. Still, I'm glad that she's being considerate of the solemn mood. Once more, Giladora takes our hands and transports us to the fairy clearing. There's no evidence here of what took place. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Of what took place last night. While there aren't any deer this time, a few birds are in their nests. All's right in the grove. It's a little strange to not instantly feel the presence of the fairies in my head. I'm sure they're close by, but like usual, they keep their distance. As soon as we regain our balance, Abigail wordlessly starts to head for the shore. Tara taps me on the shoulder.
Hey, me and Morgan are gonna take a walk. Give you two a couple minutes.
Sure. Thanks.
The two of them set off at a leisurely pace around the water. Giladora goes with them. She and Morgan will surely want to say goodbye as well. Abigail's already down by the water, and I move to join her. Her hand grasps mine, and she squeezes tightly. She breathes in deeply. I do the same. The air is crisp but refreshing. This place has been so special to the both of us that I'm a little bit sad to leave it behind as well. I know that's nothing compared to how Abigail must feel. I don't speak. I'm sure that in her heart Abigail's saying her final goodbyes to this place. I'll let her be the first to speak. We stand there, comfortable silence for a while, hand in hand.
I said before that I had come to love the forest as much as I possibly could. But now, when we're about to leave, I realize that I was wrong. Because I love it more now than I ever have before. It isn't that I want to stay, but rather that I never had the opportunity to miss it. And now, on the eve of my departure, I'm sure that I will. I think there's a certain kind of love that comes from having something, but there's a different kind of love that can only come from losing it.
To my surprise, she isn't crying. In the past, when we've talked like this, it's been accompanied by tears, both joyful and sad. But now, when I look over at Abigail, she looks determined to be happy.
Just because you leave something behind doesn't mean you've lost it. It just means that you have to learn to love it in a different way. When you look back on something and it makes you smile, that counts too. Love isn't just about moving forward. Sometimes it's about looking back. This place will always be special to you. And to me, in different ways.
What if I forget? What if someday I can't look back and remember what it looks like? What if I can't remember how it felt the first time we kissed? What if I forget how happy I am right now?
Even if you forget, you'll still carry it with you. It's still a part of who you are. It made you the person you are today. The memories aren't what's important. What's important is how they help you grow.
We go quiet again after that. I surprised even myself with those words. When I look back 5 or 10 or even 50 years from now, I wonder how I'll feel about this time in my life. Not just the forest and all the magical things that have happened, but everything that led up to it. Working on Terra Normal and all that we accomplished there. All the dreams that I put aside for it, but also the new ones that it instilled in me. I still have a lot to figure out and feelings to sort through, but now the future doesn't seem too ominous and scary. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. From behind us, I can hear the sounds of Morgan and Tara approaching once more from their walk. I squeeze Abigail's hand and she starts to lead me back toward our friends.
Come on, let's go home.
All aboard!
The train conductor yells out his iconic line, and there's a loud hiss as the train begins to move. It feels like something out of an old-timey film, but I suppose that's more than appropriate for how our journey has gone so far. Beside me, Abigail sits with a white-knuckle grip on the seats, alternating between staring out the window and making sure the ground is still beneath her. Across from me, Tara and Morgan sprawl across each other, all pretenses of not a couple abandoned. As for me, I drink it all in, with a smile on my face. Every one of us deserves this. We pull out of the station, and I gaze out the window alongside Abigail. On the way in, I remember how scary and foreboding the forest looked, and how it felt like entering another world. Now, on the way out, I certainly won't miss it, but I'm not afraid anymore. I wonder if De La Dora is watching us, somewhere out there.
Hey, Mads.
Of course Tara's the one to break the silence.
How proud do you think my folks will be that I finally got around to adding forged government documents to my criminal record?
I just have to laugh. I can't even be mad at her for this one, because there's no way we're getting Abigail into the country otherwise. I'm not sure how she did it. Maybe that's a brand of magic of her own.
Oh, yeah, wait, that's right. Because Abigail died 200 years ago.
What will be the first thing we do when we get back?
Asks Abigail.
Oh, you know we're gonna party!
From where her head rests on Morgan's lap, Tara still manages to strike a pose.
We've got New Year's coming up. Plus, Maddie's birthday is the day before.
Both Abigail and Morgan's eyes widen. I try to brush it off. Every year, Tara swears we're going to go all out for my birthday. Every year she takes like 2 drinks and passes out. Falls out of her bar stool. Whichever comes first.
Morgan, Abby, both of you drink, right?
I do. It's been quite a long time since I have, of course, but I'm certainly partial to it.
You both know what that means then, right?
Tara's question is met with 3 blank stares.
Drinking contest!
Oh god, Tara. Not again.
Come on, you're okay with Morgan and Abby watching you drunkenly sing MCR, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I'm not okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Oh,
While Tara launches
too
into
tired.
an extremely exaggerated version of my last birthday party for Morgan and Abigail's benefits, I find myself looking out the window, watching the world go by once again.
wait, hold on. I want to take a picture of that. Is there a way I could... Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. I just have to send this to my sister. Okay.
For so long, I wanted the world to slow down. Just a little bit. So I could catch up, figure things out, figure myself out. If there's one thing that being dead and hearing Abigail's stories taught me, it's that I don't want to look back later with regret. Just like I told her at the lake, we have a lot of good memories left to create. I intend to savor every minute of them. I listen to the conversation, laughing along even while I daydream about the future. My heart is happy here, even if my head's in the clouds right now. Abigail leans into my side, giggling at some joke whose punchline I missed, but I smile all the same. She'll make an optimist out of me yet. If there's one thing that we have now, it's time. And as for everything else, well, I'm sure the world won't mind if I keep it waiting just a bit longer.
Oh, wow. Wow, guys. That's Heart of the Woods. Oh my gosh. Wow, this was a really good, it's a really good, game. I quite like that. I'm sorry I'm really tired. It's like, I feel like I want to say more about it, but I'm also like really tired. But that's so cute. That's good to know. It's a good thing Tara didn't do anything to them. Oh. Well, fuck. I have to...
Madison, look! There it is!
Oh my gosh, that scared me. Abigail reaches out the window to point at the ocean, sparkling in the summer sun. My heart pounds. I hear the pure joy in her voice. The instant the train pulls to a complete stop, she and Tara bolt for the door. Morgan grins at me and stands to follow them. I'm right behind her. All right, gang, this is it.
Smell that air. Feel that ocean breeze. Look at those crashing waves. I told you this place was awesome.
Tara's hair got longer. She looks back at us to make sure we're all as overjoyed as she is. With all her excitement, you'd think she was the one who'd never seen the beach before.
This is...
Her voice trails off as her head swivels around, still trying to take it all in. I silently step up and take her hand. She doesn't look at me, but the small squeeze she gives my hand is all I'm to know. She appreciates it.
Pretty incredible, huh?
She closes her eyes and tilts her head up towards the sun, taking in the summer glow.
It's better than I ever dared to imagine.
For a moment, I'm reminded of the glow that surrounded her the first time we read together. Was that the first time my heart stopped when I looked at her? It's happened so often that I've lost count. By now, I've known her as a human for longer than I knew her as a ghost, but she's still got the same otherworldly beauty about her she had back then.
Thank you, Madison.
Abigail looks back at me and smiles.
For everything.
I know the kiss is coming before Abigail even starts to move, and I'm more than ready for it. I wrap my arms around her and let her lips press against mine. Our bodies perfectly pressed together.
You were worth the wait.
We touch our foreheads together, fingertips intertwined. There's no need to say anything else. For once, Tara waits for us to finish before interjecting, but the instant we separate, she's back to her boisterous self.
Are you guys coming or what?
Morgan puts her arm around Tara's shoulder as she waves us on. Not missing a beat, Tara pushes her long hair to the side so Morgan can kiss her cheek.
Come on, I'll race you there.
You're on.
Those two turned out to have a surprising amount in common. Whatever store of energy they both draw from, it seems to be infinite. Morgan and I go at a much similar pace, although even she's more enthusiastic about going along with Tara's craziness. Love does that, I guess.
You go ahead, babe. I'll catch up.
Me too. My swimsuit definitely isn't built for sprinting.
Abigail gives me a nod and another quick peck. Tara tries to do the same, but Morgan pulls her in for a full-on kiss. When she pulls away, Tara looks completely stunned.
Better hurry, Abigail. Don't waste the head start.
That's the first time I've ever seen a kiss used to give someone a tactical advantage. I can respect that. Abigail takes off running while Tara blinks away her daze before dashing after her.
No fair!
Yes, it is! You have longer legs than me!
Morgan and I are left in the dust, both chuckling at our overzealous partners. I doubt either of us expected someone so energetic to be such a perfect fit.
We should probably go after them.
Lead the way.
We both take off behind our girlfriends, entering the water and rushing to their arms. I can barely feel the cold of the water as Abigail's warmth envelops me.
And here I thought you were going to keep me waiting again.
We lean in for a kiss at the same time, our lips pressing together in a deep, warm union.
Don't you worry, Abigail. I'll always be right behind you.
The smile she gives me puts the sunlight to shame.
I know, Madison. I know.
The true ending! Oh my gosh, that was so cute. That was so nice. They got like a freaking beach scene. That's right, because they said they were going to take her to the beach. Wow, guys. That was really good. I'm really tired now, but yeah, that was really good. Extras. What's music room? Heck yeah. I like this one. What's the difference between these two again? Oh my gosh, everybody's got a little thing to say. Aww. gosh, guys. I love it. I love this. It was so good. There's like a lot more songs than I thought there was. What the heck? Help. Wow, guys. That was really good. I absolutely have to go to bed now, but, you know, this game's gonna stick with me. That was very good. It was very sweet. I'm glad I got the good ending. I really needed that. I had a lot of stuff happen yesterday and today, and I needed this, and it was very nice. And I'm really glad that it all worked out. And like, shit, guys, I gotta get a girlfriend. I'm too lonely. No, honestly, yeah, it was very good. It was very sweet. Great game. Made me have all the feels. So, with that, I'm going to go to bed because I am so tired. But I'd be interested to play more visual novels. This one was just recommended to me by like a few people. And so getting around to playing it through like this has been really cool. I might play another. I don't know. It was a little bit of a challenge because anytime I wanted to play, I also had to stream because I had committed to it. So every time that I was like, I want to pop on Heart of the Woods and like get through it a little bit, it was a little bit of pressure on me to do it and stream. Because like, oh, well, I have to stream if I'm going to play it, because I can't just play off stream and then, you know, then I'll be, when I do stream again, it'll be not where we left off. You know, there's part of me that was looking at it like a duty to, I guess, complete a game on live stream, kind of do like almost like a let's play. So it's like, yeah, like in a way it's like a nice little like playthrough of the game. So you get like a good, people can come to this and watch it and be like, hey, this random girl on YouTube played through Heart of the Woods, and there's just a full playthrough on YouTube. So in a way, part of it was I wanted a full playthrough where someone reads all the voice lines. I didn't read them very well because I was super tired for most of the time playing this game. I always do it super late at night for some reason, and I work early in the morning, so I don't know why I did this to myself, but I think I just wanted to make something in a way for people to be able to like enjoy if they wanted. I don't know. Again, only like 3 people ever see these, but it's nice because like it's something that I left a little mark with, I guess. You know, it's just like a little something for people to see, and like it's Heart of the Woods. So it's like, if you want to see Heart of the Woods and you want someone to experience it along with you, then I guess that's kind of what I'm here for, I guess. Either way, that was lovely, but I must go to bed now. Thank you guys so much for watching, those that watched. And I'll stream again at some point. This won't be the last time I stream, but the next time I stream, it might be more of like a one-off, goofy, like silly, like lower pressure thing, just popping something on, like Time Guesser. Time Guesser was fun. I need to get back to Time Guesser. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the creators of Heart of the Woods. This game was really lovely and wonderful, and I love Tara. That's a literally me character for sure. And I love the story between all the characters. It was just very lovely. Okay, bye.